Hi there everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent Scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. How is everyone doing this fine and crispy winter morning here in Australia? It's even cold here in Mount Isa at the moment. So, July for us consultants, July and January are probably one of our biggest months. And that's because it's our transition month. So, what does that mean in Scentsy world? Basically, as a consultant, it's very exciting, but it can be very sad at the same time. We're getting ready to shift to a new catalogue season. So we get given a bunch of items that are leaving, but we also get a sneak peek of the new catalogue and all the fragrances that are coming in the new catalogue for the next month. So you're going to see me a lot more this month as I go through the new catalogue, go through the discontinuing items. I always like to start with discontinuing items and then I do separate videos for the new catalogue and I break them up into their fragrance categories. So if you've been following me any amount of time, you see I have a little bit of a pattern of how I film these videos. So today's video, what I want to talk about are the discontinuing fragrances. So I'm talking specifically bars that will be discontinuing at the end of this month. Some of these fragrances will be discontinuing in other products, but I'm talking mainly bars because this is basically your opportunity if you love this actual fragrance in bar form. You can pop it into Scentsy Club this month and guarantee to still get it, because once it retires, there's no guarantee it's going to come back next autumn winter. It may come back next autumn winter, but it could also be discontinuing forever. So let's delve into it, shall we? Because there are 27 fragrances here in Australia that are retiring at the end of this month. I just pulled my little testers closer to arm's reach. I just realized from where I was sitting, I could not reach the testers. So the first one is in our citrus category. And this one is Scentsy Club worthy for me. This one is going into my Scentsy Club. I'm going to get one every 3 months. And that is Be Fabulous. Be Fabulous actually started out as a scent of the month in 2020. It then became a catalogue staple autumn winter of 2021. And it tends to retire for the spring, summer and come back every autumn, winter so far. But there's no guarantee this will come back next autumn, winter. And I'm not always the biggest citrus fan, but this is one citrus I do warm constantly throughout the summer months. So I don't warm it in winter, but I warm it in summer and it retires through our summer catalogue. So I always like to have it in my Scentsy Club to warm through summer. And it is described as bright limoncello sparkles against a splash of ruby grapefruit and a sweet sugared musk. So this is very sweet, bright, vibrant, fruity. It is really good in open concept area. Comes crashing out of the gate like a racehorse. But it's kind of a one day and done. As fast as it comes out of that grate, as strong as it is and as bright and vibrant and bubbly as it is, it goes and goes, and then all of a sudden I personally find in my home, then all of a sudden it just fizzes out and pops out. But while it's going, it's brilliant, it's bright, it puts me in a peppy, happy mood. and it clears the air. So everything that a fun, bright, happy citrus should do. The next one that is discontinuing, and I am going to be honest here and say I've never actually warmed a bar of this one, is a Berry Fairy Tale. So Berry Fairy Tale is in our fruity section, and it is described as sweet dreams are made of pineapple, slices, star apple and raspberry. And to me, it just smells like a generic fruit punch, which is probably why I am not drawn to it personally. It's fruity, it's punchy, but it's just one that I'm not drawn to personally. So that one is retiring, and that one normally I think stays through from catalogue season to catalogue season. Let me just check the catalogue season before this and I'll let you know, because I can't remember if this one retires for the spring summer. No, so this one will normally go all the way through here in Australia. You will get it all year round. So the fact that they're looking at retiring that kind of to me is a red flag that they may not be bringing that one back, because as I said, normally that's one that would follow through from catalogue to catalogue. So that is interesting. So the next one was new out this season in our fresh category, and that is Big Surf. So Big Surf is waves of citrus surf crest over ocean flower with splashes of lemon water. I didn't like this one personally. It's a strong performer, great in open concept, but it was just too salty sea air to my nose. The next one is a Bubblegum Blast, and that's in our fruity category. And it is a perfect pop of bright orange, juicy cherry and sweet vanilla. This to me smells like a cross between a sugared lolly and Hubba Bubba. My daughter enjoys this one, but it's not one for me. So it's not one that's necessarily Scentsy Club worthy. For me, this tends to retire every autumn, winter, and retire for our, it tends to retire for our spring, summer catalogue and comes back every autumn, winter catalogue. I don't know whether it will. As I said, none of these are guaranteed to come back. So if you love them, club them. But even though my daughter likes it, it won't be clubbed. What I generally do, she loves it, but not enough to want it to be clubbed. So what I normally do is, normally I have a few tester sets because I have a few borrow bags that go out, and then I have my main tester set. So what I normally do is I give her all the Bubblegum Blast testers at the end of each season when it retires, and just let her empty the testers out and warm them in her warmer so she can get her Bubblegum Blast fix that way. The next one that will be leaving us is By the Sea. So it's this blue coloured wax. It's in our fresh category, and it is described as the scent of ocean air wafting through dewy seaside grass. So another salty sea air scent that I am not the biggest fan of. The next one that will be leaving us is Chili Mango. So this is in our fruity category, and it is just sliced mango and juicy peach go a little rogue with a sassy hint of chili. So again, this is one that I'm not the biggest fan of. I can smell that chili, which kind of makes it off-putting for me. It makes it, we have a bowen mango tree outside our home and it has grown massive, absolutely massive, so tall that you can't reach the mangoes at the top. So the mangoes at the top get picked on by the birds and bats and then they fall on the ground and it smells. So we get the bottom mangoes when they're ripe, we just can't reach those top ones because the tree's that big. And when those top ones fall on the ground after they've been picked by the mango, and you can smell that mango when it's been in that sun where it started to get that heat and that just note that you don't really like. That's what this scent kind of reminds me of. A mango sitting in the sun a little bit too long. So that is not my favourite scent. The next one that is leaving us, this one's going into my club in multiples. I'm going to get 2 of these every month. This is how much I love this scent. And that is Clementine Cupcake. We are absolutely starved for bakery in Australia. Most of our bakery scents come in limited time only products around Christmas time, around the Halloween time, or they get voted back in a bring back my bar. So my club is cluttered with bakery scents because we just don't get many bakery as a catalogue staple. So Clementine Cupcake is a warm vanilla cupcake infused with sweet clementine and sprinkled with lemon sugar. You get that rich cupcake note and just that pop of bright sweet clementine. It is absolutely fantastic. As I said, definitely club worthy. I don't want to be without my bakery, so I have to have that one in my club. The next one, Coral Waters. So this has been in our catalogue in both autumn and winter. So I don't know what that means, if they're discontinuing it or if they're looking at changing it just to a 1 season scent. But these are all summery scents to me. So they would bode well in a spring summer catalogue. Again, it's not my favourite. To me, it's just a generic aquatic scent, slightly sweet from the floral note in it. So it's in our fresh category and it is described as lush nectarine blossom and peony blue alongside a bright clear coral waters. So I smell the coral waters more than I smell anything else, and I do smell a little green sweetness coming from that peony blossom. The next one that will be leaving us, and this is another one that's going into my club in multiples. This is one of my staple bedroom scents, and that is Cozy Cardigan. So Cozy Cardigan is in our fresh category, and it is described as find blended bliss in layers of soft suede, blushing rose and amber silk. You honestly don't smell the rose. It's just this soft perfume-y, musky scent. Very romantic, slightly earthy, sweet and perfumey. It's like you've come in from a night, curled up in a warm blanket. You can still smell the perfume lingering on you as you curl up in bed. Absolutely love this scent. My husband even loves this scent, so that's definitely going into my club. I'm going to have 2 of them come every month along with my beloved Clementine Cupcake. So the next one. So this normally would go into my club. It normally goes for a spring, summer, comes back autumn, winter. And that is Dazzling Pomegranate. But I found I didn't reach for it much last spring, summer. And this is one, even though it's an autumn, winter scent, I wore more in spring and summer. But I think because it's got this effervescent fizzy note, it's very bright, which is why I like it in spring, summer. So this is one that I've decided rather than put in my club, I'm going to pick up a few to have for spring, summer, but I don't necessarily need it in club. So this is more of a I'm going to stock up on rather than I'm going to put it in club. So it is in our fruity section, and it is serve a sparkling melody of pomegranate, bright orange and mimosa accord. So that mimosa is what gives it that effervescent note, that bubbly, fruity type wine. Then you have green tea and jasmine, and that is in our floral section. And this is delicate jasmine and sweet pea strike a tranquil balance with freshly brewing green tea. So it's not one I really reached for at all, to be honest. It's a little bit too green for me. You get the sweetness of the floral, but then you do get that almost green, fresh tea-like note with it. So the next one that is leaving us is Hawaiian Halula, and I believe that's in our citrus category. And this is described as nothing says tropical quite like this mix of juicy orange, pineapple and passion fruit. And it is a very tropical, you can smell that pineapple in there. It's a very tropical, fruit punchy type scent. Again, I find there are a lot of fruit punchy type scents that tend to come in and out of the catalogues, so it's not one that I feel is unique enough to stock up on or grab a bunch of, or to put in Scentsy Club or me. The next one, now I did club this last time it discontinued this time of year, so this is one that generally gets discontinued for spring, summer and comes back in autumn, winter, and that is Lavender Cotton. So this is in our fresh category, but I just didn't use it enough to warrant clubbing. Again, this is one that I'll pick up 1 or 2 bars of and enjoy for the season, but if it doesn't come back, I'm not going to be heartbroken, so it won't be clubbed, but it will be one I might pick up a few more bars of. So it is described as find your magical moment in purple lavender, soft cotton and daisy blossoms. So I think I like this more in laundry than I do in wax. You get that very clean, crisp laundry scent mixed with that little bit of herbaceousness from the lavender. So the next one that will be leaving us, and this normally follows through from catalogue to catalogue, so I have a feeling we might actually be saying goodbye to this particular scent. And this is another one I haven't got around to warming a bar because I prefer cocoa lime out of my lime scent, so I just never got around to warming a bar of this. So this is lime zest and vanilla, and it is in our citrus category, and it is described as a perfectly tart dessert with an extra lime zest and a dollop of whipped cream. So I might have to warm my testers of this one because it does smell like a fresh lime, but there is this creamy note to it. So I don't know whether I want to grab some of these. I don't think I'd club it, but then I'm like, if I warm this and fall in love with it, I don't know. I've never tried this one, to be honest. So this one's kind of, and I'm not a citrus fan, but I do find I'm sometimes drawn to lime scents, particularly if they've got a creamy note. So I don't know. This might be one that I just pick up a couple of bars of, to be honest with you. The next one that is leaving us is Mad for Melon, and that's in our fruity category. And it is described as juicy honeydew melon, fresh from the vine, is adorned with freesia and wild poppy. So it smells like a green under-ripened watermelon to me. A little bit too green to my nose. So I have warmed it. It's not a favourite of mine. So I won't be clubbing it. I won't be picking up any more of that particular one. The next one that is leaving us, and that was new to our catalogue this season is Magnolia Lemon. That was in our fresh category, and it is described as sun-washed linen dances in the breeze amidst a garden of magnolia and honeysuckle. I love this in the laundry. I do believe laundry is still staying. It was a little bit too laundry for me in the wax, but I fell in love with it in the laundry. So this is kind of my laundry scent over my wax scent, Magnolia Linen. The next one that is leaving us is my Hello Coconut, and I do believe that is either in the fruity or the floral. I can never remember with that one. I think it's in the fruity. It's in the fruity. My Hello Coconut. Paradise is only a whiff away with floral Hawaiian lei and violet over fresh pineapple and coconut. So I don't get fruit. I get that floral lei and I get that violet. It is a softer floral. I think the fruitier kind of makes it not so powdery, but to me it's more florally than fruity. But again, it's just a generic sweet floral, and there are other sweeter floral fruitier scents that I enjoy more, so I won't be grabbing any more of that, and I won't be clubbing that one. The next one, Make a Splash. I did club this last time it retired, but again, this is one that I won't be clubbing this time round, only because I have enough to get me through summer. And this is one that I would think would stay for summer because it is very summery. This is a tropical, not tropical, but it does have a fruity note about it. But this is an aquatic scent that is sweet enough for me to personally enjoy it. I don't like salty sea yet. This has that fruity note to it that kind of sweetens it out. So I've just picked up a few to enjoy over summer when I would really want to enjoy it. I don't pick this up through winter, and it's in our autumn winter catalogue. I kind of feel they've put this in the wrong catalogue for us here, that it should be in the upcoming catalogue. That's my own personal opinion anyway, because I am a seasonal melter. But I do know a lot of people are very mood melters and will warm this during winter. So this is Dewy Melon and Fresh Green Apple dive into refreshing turquoise waters. I also like to throw an apple in alternating waters to bring out more of that apple when I warm this. So I'm not clubbing it, but I do have a few on hand that I will enjoy. I may pick up a few more, but I do have enough that I know I'm going to enjoy over spring, summer. So the next one, and this was in our floral section, and that was Moonflower Dreams. And this is soft lavender and musk afloat like a cloud over night blooming moonflower. And this was new to our catalogue this season too. So this was very soft and light to my nose. It's a very soft, powdery lavender scent. I'm not clubbing it. I did enjoy it. I just found it a very light performer personally. The next one that is leaving us is Oh Snapdragon, and this is exotic blood orange and sparkling pink pineapple, are punctuated by fierce snapdragon. That was in our fruity section. And again, this was another light performer for me. It was a sweet, fruity floral. Nothing much that really grabbed my attention. Enjoyable, but I do find that one in my home quite a light performer. The next one was Pink Lemon Water, and this was in our citrus category. And it is described as rose water infused with refreshing lemon and a spoonful of sugar. So this to me reminded me of a takeaway from Squeeze the Day. It had that same lemon, that same very tart lemon as Squeeze the Day, but instead of taking a vanilla creamy base, they took rose. So you get a big whiff of powdery rose mixed with the Squeeze the Day lemon is what I got when I smelled pink lemon water. It wasn't a favorite of mine. Enjoyable, but not a favorite of mine. So it, again, won't be club. So the next one, which is going into my club, is Pink Sugarberry Mint. And this one was in our bakery section, and it is plump raspberry, is delightfully dusted with sugar and the sweetest hint of peppermint. So this is cotton candy or fairy floss. It's sugary and sweet. So that one will be going into my club. It is quite enjoyable. So the next one that will be leaving us is Sun-Soaked Petals. It can go, it can stay. I know there's a lot of people that probably enjoy this one. I do not. It's in our floral section, and it is described as newly opened daffodil petals, sunny currant and water mint flourish in the sun. And I honestly, for me, think it's a combination of that sunny currant and water mint. Currant to my nose can sometimes come off very sour, very tart, and then you've got the herbaceousness from that water mint added to it. So it's very earthy and green from the daffodil, but then you've got that very sour, tart, herbaceous note with it as well, which kind of just, I'm like, no, please get rid of it. Get it out of my sight. I do not like it, but it's a bestseller according to our current catalogue. So there are a lot of people that really do love Sun-Soaked Petals. The next one, I did briefly consider clubbing, but I think it's going to be one I just pick up a few of, and that is Tangerine Creamsicle. That is in our citrus section as well, and that is icy tangerine blended with mango and vanilla cream swirl. Make the sweetest tropical treat. So it's creamy tangerine. You get a lot of that fresh tangerine, and then you get like this creamy vanilla base. I do feel it needs a little bit more of a creaminess and a vanilla to make it more of a creamsicle, because I do get still a lot more of that fruit. What I do with this one is I actually mix it with Vanilla Waves, and that combination I really, really do enjoy. So I'll be picking up a few of them to mix with Vanilla Waves over summer. Again, that's another scent that I could see here in Australia following on to our new catalogue, but unfortunately it doesn't. The next one that is leaving us is Twilight Frost. So this is bold floral notes of orange blossom and wild lavender are deepened by a bed of twilight moss. So this smells like after it's rained or after a heavy cold dew on the ground, and you smell that sweet dewy mossy earth glistening, wetness glistening on the grass. That's what this smells like to me. It's very deep, it's very dark. It is actually really nice, but it's one I have to be in the mood for too warm. So it's kind of one, I think I've got a bar still, so I'll enjoy that bar, but it's not one I necessarily need. The next one that will be leaving us is White Tea and Cactus. So this, I think, is another one that normally follows through from catalog to catalog, and this will be in our fresh section, and it is a clean, crisp and refreshing floral mix with green notes. So it's very green. If you like those green notes, you will really enjoy White Tea and Cactus. And the last one that is leaving us, which follows through from catalogue to catalogue, so this might be us saying goodbye to, is Windowsill Breeze. And this is fresh, clean breeze, flutters through crisp linen in a perfect spring moment. So again, if you like crisp, clean laundry scents, this one's got a little bit of a powdery note about it. You would probably like Windowsill Breeze. So they are the 27 scents that are leaving us. Out of those 27, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 that I'm definitely clubbing, and 1, 2, 3, 5 that I will probably pick up a few more bars of to enjoy over spring, summer. So usually I'm clubbing a lot more, and usually I'm wanting to pick up a lot more. So I'm very reserved in my choice of what I like that's leaving us. Now, before I do go, what I thought I would do, I'm not going to talk new scents yet, but I have last year's spring summer catalogue, and I thought because there are some of these scents that are still in our clearance section here, tell you the scents that won't be coming into the new spring summer catalogue. So scents that are either leaving us now that normally follow through into a spring summer catalogue, or scents that retired last spring summer that they're not bringing back and that have officially retired. Because there's a few that are, as I said, are in the clearance section, and there are a few that you have the opportunity to club right now if you do want to keep them, if you were waiting for those particular scents to come back. So I am going to go through and tell you what didn't make it back and what my thoughts are on that. So let's start with last year's new releases. Normally they will bring the new releases back a second time. The first time's their debut. The second time is we are really going to knuckle down and see what's popular, what's not popular, what works in the catalogue. But there is one new release that is not coming back, and that is Let's Escape, which is exotic saffron, sugared orchid and warm amberwood transport you to faraway lands. So this was a scent that was very smoky, incensey. It was like you walked into a new age shop and you could smell those new age herbs and spices and incenses and candles. That's what that scent reminded me of. So in the fresh category, what didn't make a return was aloe vera and ivy, which is cool aloe vera entwined with climbing ivy and a splash of watery melon. To me, this smelt like an underripened green watermelon. So if you like your green scents, I think this one is still currently in the clearance section here in Region 3. So if that is a scent that you really enjoyed, check the clearance section out. I don't think it's sold out, but with the upcoming flash sale of 70% off and everything currently on sale, these scents are going to go quick. So what also didn't come back, I'm not sure if this one's in the clearance section or not, and that is Black Salt and Cypress, which is coastal cypress mingles with cool marine waters and a white touch of black salt swirls in the breeze. It wasn't a favourite of mine, another salty sea air. I could really smell the black salt in that particular one. Bondi Bungalow. So that's, I believe, in our current catalogue now, and it is retiring at the end of this month. So, Bondi Bungalow. Or am I lying? Is it already retired? No, I think that retired last season, so no, I am lying. So Watch the Waves sparkle beneath a dreamy veil of sea minerals and ocean air, another salty sea air scent, so that did not make a return. Coral Waters, that is in the catalogue now. If you love that, club it, because as I said, that's one that normally follows through from season to season. It's not following through this season, so this is more of a sweeter aquatic smell rather than a salty sea air smell. And that is Lush Nectarine Blossom and Peony Bloom alongside Bright Clear Coral Waters. Now, this one I do know is in the clearance section. Go grab it. I have two come every bi-monthly in my club because I don't never want to be without it. And it's staying in my club and I am so sad it is not coming back. But I kind of could see it coming. We are not getting Silver Bells back in the next catalogue. The only mint scent we have left in our catalogue that's not a eucalyptus mint or not that type of mint, the only like buttermint or sweet mint scent that we had for Christmas. I know there's probably going to be limited time only scents that are going to come that are going to fulfill that need, but I absolutely love Silver Bells. Why are you discontinuing it, Scentsy? So, here in Australia, Silver Bells is not coming back. It is Mint Candy Canes Dance Over Warm and Welcoming Winter Pear, or enveloped in a velvety blanket of caramel and vanilla sugar. I do believe the scent packs and the bars are still available in our clearance section. As you can see, I did a little bit of a stock up on my scent packs there because I just absolutely love this scent. It is minty, but it is a sweet minty, so it's not overpowering. It's beautiful. And it's those 2 bars every bi-monthly. So that's going to give me, if I skip, 10 bars a year. If I don't skip, it's going to give me 12 bars a year. So yes, that's probably plenty, but I still kind of feel that it's not in the catalogue. It's a very sad moment for me. But grab it while you can, please. It is the best scent ever. White Tea and Cactus is not coming back into the catalogue. A clean, crisp and refreshing floral mix with green notes. It is in our current catalogue, so you will be able to club that one if you enjoy that one. And Windowsill Breeze normally follows through from catalogue to catalogue. So I suggest if you really love your laundry linen scents, club Windowsill Breeze. So they are the fresh scents that did not make it back into the spring-summer catalogue that were in last spring's summer catalogue. The fruity scents. Now, this one I still believe is in clearance. So if you enjoyed Appleberry, which was originally our Harvest Collection 2020 and then became a catalogue item for spring-summer 2021, grab some from the clearance section because it's not coming back. A barrel full of fresh picked crimson apples complemented by cranberry and pomegranate is very, very good. Chili mango. So that followed through. It's not following through. It's in our current catalogue. So if you like mango scents, club that one. Just sliced mango and juicy peach. Go a little rogue with a sassy hint of chili. Coconut and seagrass, I think, is still currently in our clearance section. That is not coming back. So if you like coconut smells, you would probably like Coconut Coast and Seagrass. It is sweet beach coconut and botanical green seagrass mingle over a perfect stretch of warm sand. Jeweled pomegranate is not coming back. That was November scent of the month 2020, and then came a scent of them, and then came a catalogue scent in spring summer 2021. So this was pomegranate with a little bit of cinnamon and spice. Simmering pomegranate, sparkles, sugared mandarin and twinkle of cinnamon. I do believe that is still in our clearance section as well. Mahalo coconut. So this is the one that is still in our catalogue now, but it won't be coming to the spring summer catalogue. So this is another one I suggest clubbing if you really do love it. And that is Paradise is only a whiff away for Hawaiian lei and violet over fruity fresh pineapple and coconut. Pineapple pucker did not make it back. And I don't think that's in the clearance section anymore. So if you liked the smell of simply pineapple, that's basically what pineapple pucker was. It was just the smell of fresh, ripe pineapple. Red pear and pomegranate, I don't think that's in the clearance section either. That did not come back. So that is sweet tarts of pomegranate and rhubarb are polished by crisp, energizing red pear. So in the citrus category, what did not come back? Lime zest and vanilla. So that is leaving us. It is in our current catalogue, but it won't be following through to the new spring summer catalogue. So I suggest clubbing that if you're really enjoying that. And that's a perfectly tart dessert with an extra lime zest and a dollop of whipped cream. And then Safari Sunset is not coming back. And I don't think that's in the clearance section, so I don't think you can get your hands on it. So that was warm amber set on a backdrop of sweet jasmine with a stroke of sparkling lemon, make for a moment of beauty. Blooming Beach, so now we're in the floral section. Blooming Beach, I do believe, is in our clearance section, and that is the surf's up and the sun's out as notes of bush rose and blush peony join sea jasmine to usher in the fun. So if you like floral, if you liked Blooming Beach, it's not coming back into a catalogue, but I do believe it is in the clearance section. Now that was a bestseller too. So I'm just going to quickly go back. So Windowsill Breeze was a bestseller and it's not coming back. And Blooming Beach was a bestseller, it's not coming back. Crimson Poetukia is not coming back. That was also a bestseller. Lush Apple Blossom, Raspberry, Pink, Grapefruit and Red Lilac. So that was a sweeter floral. Green Tea and Jasmine, it's currently in our catalogue. So if you like that, club it, because it's not coming back into a spring summer catalogue, and it was originally in this spring summer catalogue here. So that is Delicate Jasmine and Sweet Pea strike a tranquil balance with freshly green brewed tea. Here Comes the Sunflowers is also currently in the clearance section. So if you like bright fruity florals, you would probably enjoy Here Comes the Sunflowers. This one's actually in my club. Sun-kissed petals and fruity musk celebrate all things spring with a sweet pop of strawberry. And then in the wood section, I talked about Let's Escape, and Twilight Frost is leaving the catalogue. So if you like that one, club that one. Bold floral notes of orange blossom and wild lavender are deepened by a bed of twilight moss. So they are the scents that will not be returning in the new spring summer catalogue. Some of them, as I said, are in the clearance section. So if you thought that they might be returning and holding off, now you know to grab them, because once they leave the clearance section, they will be gone. And some of them are in our current catalogue. If you love them, be sure to club them. What are your favourite scents? What ones will you be clubbing? I would love to find out. Until then, stay safe and bye for now.